This is going to be a little short sequence to move through any congestion in the nose, the throat, the lungs. So go ahead and start seated. Grab a block if you have one. It'll just be kind of helpful. And go ahead and come into a comfortable seat and settle in. Bringing your hands to the knees, take a couple deep breaths, closing down your eyes. Letting your mind and your body settle into the space on your mat. And then we're going to start to inhale as you lean forward, opening the heart. Exhale as you rock off to one side, rounding the back, swirling around to the other side and back to the front, making some hip circles here. Feeling into the side body, and the ribs, the hips. And staying with your breath. And then go ahead and switch directions. Letting your mind kind of settle, letting your thoughts run through here so that they can get out. Good, and then sit up tall. Go ahead and send your legs wide. Good, you can point and flex the feet a little bit, just waking them up. And then as you inhale, lengthen up through the spine, lift through the chest. And as you exhale, frame one foot and fold just a little bit. Inhaling as you lift, and then exhaling, folding to the other side. Stay with this. I'm just starting to wake up the backs of the legs, the back body. Good, and then inhale, rising up. Draw the knees together and come onto your hands and knees for table. You want your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Go ahead and hide your feet behind your thighs. Inhale, start to expand across the chest, big breath. And exhale as you press into the hands, rounding the back, tuck the chin. And do a few more of these, inhaling as you open. And exhaling as you round. You want this to feel good for your spine. Using the entire length of the inhale to open and the entire length of your exhale to round. And then settling back through center, go ahead and sit back onto your ankles. And this is a good place to put your block in between your feet to sit down on the block. And so getting comfortable in your block, sitting up nice and tall with the spine. Go ahead and open the arms out to the side. We're going to do a windshield or a washing machine breath here. So as you inhale, you'll twist open to the left. And as you exhale, you twist open to the right. And you want this to be at your own rhythm with the breath. Maybe finding some momentum. And what we're doing is just creating some space in between the lungs and the ribs. We're clearing out that congestion. Making some room for the lungs to expand. And just a couple more. And then settling back down to center. Close your eyes, just take a couple breaths, feeling the effects. Good, and then come forward back into your table. Go ahead and place your hands, one handprint in front of where they were. Tuck the back toes under, and then lift the hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. And you can walk the legs out here. Getting really strong in the shoulders, lifting up through the side body. And then inhale, look forward, rise to the tippy toes, and start to walk your feet up to your hands. Bring your hands to your shins as you lift up halfway, lengthening the tailbone away from the crown. And then exhale, fold over the legs. As you inhale, reach the arms out and up, coming all the way up to standing tall mountain. Ground through the heels, reach through the fingers. And then let the hands come down to the heart. We'll do one sun breath here. So inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale as you swan dive down, let the heart lead the way, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, fold. Reach the arms out and up, back up to tall mountain. And exhale, let the hands come down to the heart. Good. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift on your inhale. And exhale, fold. Plant the hand, step the right foot to the back of your mat. And then drop the back knee. So you want to make sure that left ankle's underneath the knee. And we'll move through a little flowing sequence here. So you inhale, feel the hips start to sink. And as you exhale, send the hips back. Keep the left toes pointing forward as you fold over the front leg. Inhale back into that low lunge. Exhale, tuck the back toe under, lift up through the back knee. Good. Inhale, shift the hips back once again, folding over the front leg. Back heel can get heavy. Inhale, shift forward back into that runner's lunge. And then drop the back knee. So we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the hips back. Inhale, back into your low lunge. Exhale, lift the back knee. Inhale, send the hips back, folding over the front leg. And shifting back into your runner's lunge. And drop the back knee. Last one, inhale here. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, low lunge. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee. Send the hips back, fold over the front leg. Inhale, shifting back. And then drop the back knee. Good. Plant the hands. Step that left foot back. Find your tabletop. Take a cat-cow. And coming back to neutral, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Good. So look forward. You can either step your right foot in between your hands, or you can drop down to the knees and step the right foot forward. Coming into that low lunge on this side. So low lunge here. Inhale, sink the hips. Exhale, send the hips back, fold over the front leg. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, tuck the back toe, lift the knee. Inhale, hips back, fold over the front leg. Exhale, back into runner's lunge. And drop the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, low lunge. Lift the back knee. Fold over the front leg. And shifting back to runner's lunge. And drop the back knee. Last one, inhale. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, forward. Lift the back knee. Inhale, shift it back. Coming back to your runner's lunge. And drop the back knee. Plant the hands, send that right foot back. Find your table. Cat-cow here. And settling back to neutral, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Rise to your tippy toes, look forward, walk your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms out and up, rise all the way up to standing. And let the hands come to the heart. Good. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down into your fold. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Keep the back knee lifted. Go ahead and plant your right hand down either on the mat or on your block, depending on how your hips feel here. Strengthen up through the back leg, and then inhale, peel the chest open, gazing off to the left, and then maybe that right or the left arm reaches up to the sky. Keep that right inner thigh strong. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Drop the right heel so that the back foot's parallel with the back edge of your mat. Bring your left forearm to the left thigh, and then sweep the right arm up, reach it forward, peel the heart open. Extended side angle. Feel the lower left ribs peeling, opening up a little deeper. And then exhale, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Step back into your plank pose. Drop the knees and lower down, low push up. So the heart leads the way, elbows bend straight back. Inhale, press the tops of the feet into the mat, shoulders roll back, lift up through the heart. And exhale, press back into your down dog. Now you can either step the right foot forward in between the hands, or you can drop down to the knees and step the right foot forward that way. Tucking the back toe under, keep that back knee lifted. Ground into the feet. Get the hips nice and strong. Let the left hand ground into the mat or block. Right arm starts to reach up for your twist. Peeling the heart open. Stay strong. Back leg is nice and activated. Feel the space in the ribs. And then exhale, bring that hand back down to the mat. Back heel drops, grounding through the back foot. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Peel the heart open, reach that left arm forward, extended side angle. Big breath. Exhale, bring the hands back down, frame the foot. Step into your plank and lower down chaturanga. So that could either be on the knees as we did before, or it can be up in the toes, elbows bend straight, back low, push up. Inhale, open up through the heart, cobra pose. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good, drop the knees. Send the hips back towards the heels. Let your forehead rest on your mat. And take a moment in child's pose. Smoothing out your breath here. And then as you're ready, start to lift up and back into your down dog. Rise onto the tippy toes, look forward, step your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale as you fold. Reach the arms up to the sky, tall mountain. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Hands to the hips. Open up into your wide-legged stance. So the feet are parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Inhale as you lift up through the heart. And then exhale, hinge and fold right down the middle. This is one of those places you can use your block or you can use the floor. Directly under your face, plant your left hand. And then start to bring the right hand to the sacrum. Peel the heart open, twisting to the right. And you can stay right here, or maybe you reach that right arm up to the sky. Feel the strength in your legs. Keep pressing them into the mat. And then let that hand come down. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg, whether that's the shin or the ankle, folding towards the thigh. And once again, bring the right hand to the lower back. Peel the heart open as you twist. Keep the hand right where it is, or maybe you lift it up to the sky. Good. Starting to release down. Fold right down the middle. Lifting back up to that long spine. Right hand comes underneath the face. Ground into the feet. Bring the left hand behind the back. Start to peel the heart open. Chest opens to the left. Maybe that left arm lifts. Activate the thighs, the feet. And then as you exhale, let that hand come back down, stabilizing you for a moment. letting the right hand reach over to the left shin or ankle. As you fold in a little deeper towards that left thigh, bring the left hand behind the back. Peel open, feel that twist. Maybe the hand reaches to the sky. Good. Exhale, bring that hand back down. Fold right down the middle. And then inhale, start to lift up halfway. Get really strong in the legs and the feet, the core. Bring the hands to the hips. And then rise all the way back up to standing. Woo! Good. So, gracefully step back up to the top of your mat. And you can kind of shake that out a little bit. Good. So for this next pose, we're going to step the right foot back so that you're in your warrior one. Go ahead and find your block. And bring it to the pinky toe side of the left foot. So the back foot's at about a 45-degree angle. The hips are facing forward. And bring a bend into the front knee. Warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Get really strong in the back leg, the back thigh. And then bring the left hand to the lower back. The right hand to the outside of the upper thigh. Just a little twist here. It feels a little awkward. We're just creating some space in the right side ribs. And then inhale, lift the arms back to the sky. Exhale, straighten the front knee and bring the hands down to the hips. So shifting into revolved triangle pose. Ground through the feet, get really strong and stable. Keep the hips square to the front. Start to fold forward. Keeping the shoulders and the hips facing down towards the mat. And you can go ahead and bring the left hand to the block. Balancing out the shoulders. Keep balancing out the weight in the feet. Now you can decide to stay right here, or maybe you switch hands. So bring the right hand to the block, the left hand to the left hip. Keep lengthening up out of the spine, out of the crown of the head. And then from here, peel the heart open to the left. Once again, hand can stay at the hip, or maybe it starts to reach up to the sky. Notice what asks of your legs, holding you steady. Good. Exhale, start to bring that hand down. And pivot the back foot so that it's parallel with the back edge of your mat. And bring your block to the inside of that left ankle. Pressing your hand into the block, start to bring the right hand to the hip. Peel the chest open. Peel the right hip open. Right arm to the sky. We're in triangle pose. Grounding stronger into the back foot. And get a little bit lighter in that left hand. Is your breath smooth? Are you holding it? Find somewhere to soften. Let that top hand lift you up and out of the pose. Good. And then we'll just start to step towards the back of your mat. So pivot, step to face the back. You can walk that out a little bit. Go ahead and roll the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. One more like that. Breath in, shoulders up, and exhale down. Good. So we'll do that on the other side. Bring the block to the outside of the right foot. Hands to the hips. Step the left foot back into your warrior one. So 45-degree angle. Hips face to the front. And just start to sink down a little bit. Get really strong in your base. Get balanced, stable. And then inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Keep drawing the thumbs back. Let the right hand come behind the back, the left hand to the outside of the thigh. Feel a little twist here, creating that space between the rib and the lungs. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, bring the hands down to the hips. And then exhale as you start to fold, lengthening the spine forward. Keep the hips square to the mat. Go ahead, let the right hand come down to the block. Feel the chest facing down, the hips pointing forward. Now stay right here, working on your strength and your balance, supporting the core, the hips, or maybe we start to deepen, bringing the left hand to the block, the right hand to the right hip. Now once you're here, feel the heart start to open up towards the right. Maybe that right hip draws back in space a little bit. Keep lengthening out through the spine, out through the crown of the head. Right arm can reach up to the sky. Keep action in the legs. The inner thighs are working. And then exhale, bring that hand back down. Pivoting the back foot so that it's parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then bring the block inside of the right ankle. Feel the heart start to peel open. Left hip peels open. Both legs are straight, opening up to the front, left arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Activate the core, get a little lighter in that right hand. Smooth the breath. Good, let that top hand lift you up and out. Gorgeous. Move your block out of the way if you were using it. And then step up to the top of your mat. Once again, shake it out. Let it go. We'll inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale as you forward fold, diving down. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold, plant the hand, step back to your plank. You can do one more chaturanga here, or you can go straight to down dog. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift into cobra. And finding downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. It's on the back of your mat. Let the feet separate a little bit wider than hip distance. Toes point a little bit out, heels in. Start to sink the hips down so that you're in your malasana squat. Let the hands come towards the heart, lifting up through the crown of the head. If your heels are lifted, that's totally okay. We're just lengthening, starting to get that stretch in the Achilles tendon. Good, bring the hands to the mat. Lift the hips up into your forward fold. Heel toe, walk the feet back together. And then drop down to the knees. Keeping the toes tucked under so that you're getting a little stretch in the bottoms of the feet. And you can decide how deep you want to go. You can start to bring your hands to your thighs as you send some weight into the toes. Let the shoulders soften. And then start to walk back into your tabletop. And drop down to the forearms. Really ground through the hands, the arms, start to broaden the upper back. Engage the core, step the right foot back and then the left so that you're in your forearm plank. And keep the inner thighs nice and active. And then exhale, drop the knees, drop the hips, lower down into Sphinx pose. So in Sphinx, your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Lengthen out of the legs. Plant your hands into the mat, lift the ears away from the shoulders. Close your eyes and just take a few breaths here in this gentle back bend. To find a little different action here, feel the hands pulling back on the mat. And as you do, maybe the heart pulls forward a little, lengthening out of the belly button. Good. Let the elbows start to bend out to the sides as you lay down onto one side of your face. And then hands come underneath your shoulders. Start to press up and back, swiveling the legs around to come to seated. So sending both legs long, you can start to shake them out. Really grounding through the sit bones. And then start to hug the right knee into the chest. Lifting up through the spine, out of the crown of the head. Left foot stays nice and active. Bring the right hand behind the back. Left arm wraps around the front of the right leg. Find a twist here. Peeling open through the heart, lifting out of the crown. And then exhale, start to unwind. Let your right knee open up into a seated tree. So that knee opens, lifting up through the spine. Exhale, start to fold over that long leg. Lengthening out of the lower back. From here, we're going to come into a little twist variation. So bring the right hand either to the outside of the left shin or maybe to the outside, the pinky toe side of the left foot. And then let the left hand reach back behind and then peel the heart open to the left. Big breath into that space of the lungs. Good. Exhale, start to fold back forward over the leg. And then reach both arms past the foot. Inhale, rise all the way up to seated. Reach the arms to the sky. And hands come down. And we'll just switch. So send that right leg long. Left heel comes up. Keep the knee into the chest for the twist to start. So lifting up through the spine. Bring the left hand behind the back. Right arm wraps around the front of the leg. Keep lifting for your twist here. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. And then exhale as you unwind. Drop that left knee out to the side for your seated tree. And then lifting up, get long. Exhale, start to fold right down the middle. Keep the face soft. Left hand to the outside of the foot or the ankle or shin. Right hand reaches long behind you. Peel the heart open, find your twist here. And invite your breath into the backs of the lungs. Exhale, start to fold back over that leg, both arms forward. And then inhale, reach the hands past the foot, up to the sky, rise up. And then exhale, bring the hands down. And bring your legs just into a comfortable seat. So if you want to sit up on your block or a blanket, if this isn't comfortable for the hips, you absolutely can. Okay, now just to finish out that clearing of the congestion in the chest and in the sinuses. Keep the chin nice and parallel. We're gonna do some collarbone, or we're gonna act like our collarbone is a seesaw. Okay, so let your left collarbone lift as you inhale and let the right collarbone drop. And then start to switch, rising up through the right collarbone. Left collarbone drops. The trick here is to try to keep the ears in neutral. Go ahead and go to the other side. We're just creating a little bit of space there in the chest. One more on each side. And then settling back to neutral. Feel both collarbones kind of compress down. And then bring your right hand towards your face. So taking a big breath in through both nostrils. And then exhale out of both nostrils. Bring your right thumb to the right nostril and inhale through the left side. Plug the left nostril. Exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Plug it. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. A few more rounds on your own. And keeping the breath as smooth as possible, not forcing it. And you want your last exhale to be out the right nostril. And letting the hands come down to the knees, breathe through both nostrils. Or as I like to say, both noses, exhaling. Okay, and so we're ready for Shavasana. So go ahead and let yourself lie down onto your mat nice and flat. And taking up as much space as you need. Letting the arms rest beside the body, palms face up. Shaking out all those little kinks. You can move your head from side to side and take a couple cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. This pose is just as important as all the others. This is where we reap the benefits of our practice. As we lay and we breathe, we can feel that openness of the lungs, of the chest, and of the sinuses. And we reward our body, our muscles, with this peaceful moment of rest. Really taking as long as you need here. But if you're ready, you can start to reach the arms up overhead. And feeling that full body stretch, expanding the breath into the lungs. And then bending the knees, rolling off to the right side, taking a pause in the fetal position. And feeling gratitude for this body and this time that you made for yourself. And then pressing up to a nice, easy seated position. And thank you so much for practicing with me in your home or wherever you are. I hope this peacefulness stays with you throughout the rest of your day or your night. Namaste.